After giving blood and sweat for $32, Warren Sapp gives CU athletes ultimatum as Shedeur Sanders suffers 5.4 Mellors loss. It's not every day you hear a Hall of Famer drop real talk like he's still in the trenches. That's Warren Sapp for you. Raw, blunt, and he's not here for any NL-era pity parties. Because just imagine grinding every day, putting your body through terror at the U, and all you gotta show it on the weekend is a crisp $32 check. That was his reality. Unreal, right? But that was about 3 decades ago. Now fast forward to 2025, CU athletes are stacking in 6 and 7 figures in NIL deals. So yes, Sapp's message serves as an ultimatum, especially after former CU QB Shedeur Sanders' unexpected draft saga. In an episode with Howard Eskin on Creative Outfit Inc., Warren Sapp got real on the dollar talk. The former Miami Beast reminisced about grinding for $32 a weekend while putting his body on the line in college. We come from an era where it's $3.35 an hour. I got $32 a weekend to do that work I put out at the University of Miami. He laughed with disbelief still ringing in his voice. But on a more serious note, the Buffs' pass rush coordinator added, "So listen, we're talking about a whole another era right now, so you would need somebody to be intense, because once you come out of 18 to 22-year-old, the real world is not about to suffer you out." This isn't whining, it's a warning. Earlier in the episode, Warren Sapp also highlighted how different the Pro League has changed from his time regarding the bag. He was making just $6.6 million at the peak of his 13-year NFL career. Today, DL Aaron Donald is making $30 million for the same position he played from 1995 to 2007. But he added a classic line. "I wasn't 6 times the player that Joe Green was, and he only made $1 million, and I made 6. So it's all relative, you know. But he's also laying down a challenge for this generation. You need to have some real conversation with these young men, and we're having them, Warren Sapp added. So hey, it's an everyday grind, and each one of them's different, and that's a lovely situation I'm in. But the message is loud and clear. If you're getting paid like kings, work like warriors. Show that intensity. Show that you're worth every penny they pay. Because Shedeur Sanders just caught a hard reminder that not all hyped college stars cash out big in the draft. How Shedeur Sanders lost $5.4 million by joining the NFL. Maybe Shedeur Sanders' draft slide has nothing to do with talent. The 23-year-old is undeniably talented with the football. 74% completion rate for 4,134 yards and 37 TDs. That's not a small feat. Still, he fell to the 5th round at number 144 and signed a 4-year deal of $4.6 million with the Cleveland Browns, expected to earn $1.15 million each year. It doesn't sound that bad until you realize he had a $6.5 million NIL valuation in his final season at Colorado. If you do the math, that's a $5.4 million loss. And it's giving serious Quinn Ewers vibes. Remember the Texas QB with a $4.5 million NIL bag and ended up at the 231st pick to Miami? Word is that Notre Dame reportedly had $8 million on the table for him if he transferred and returned to college. Instead, he made that jump that saw his financial situation take a hit with a projected $4.3 million rookie deal. But for both the QBs, this isn't their final fate. As former Heisman Trophy winner Cam Newton said, earn the right to make it to your next contract, and that's where you can have the real comfort. But unlike Ewers, Shedeur Sanders was expected to go high, which is why the fall hurts more. And if one thing's clear, Cleveland got a steal. So what's the play here? As Warren Sapp would say, welcome to the real world. Now it's about staying power. Now, Shedeur Sanders got to bring that Sapp-like attitude because it's grind season all over again.